back in Ahmet Uysal, who is the director of Center for Middle Eastern Studies, and he joins us from Ankara. Ahmet, I want to ask you about the support the PKK terrorist organization and the YPG, as a matter of fact, is receiving from certain European countries, and as Yunus mentioned there, the YPG in particular receiving support from the U.S.
We know that they were getting support, diplomatic and financial support, for a long time in the Western countries in America. But recently, after the Syrian crisis, we know that also they are getting military support, and they under the disguise of fighting Daesh and ISIS. And this is not true. As I mentioned before, America could have chosen any group from the Kurds, or from Arabs or any Syrians that are tired of the Assad regime and the ISIS. They could have found any groups, but they chose deliberately to support the PKK and one group of PKK, and they say this is PYD. They say they are different from the PKK, but we know that, some of the American officials also admitted that they are the same group. There is no difference with ideology, with the organization, with their personnel. So what is the difference? And they admitted that, but even the latest attack that it showed that they are no different from each other. They are both hostile against Turkey, and they are both using terroristic tactics against civilians or for security personnel. But the difference is that when they attack the security officials, they are like proud, announcing with this proudly, but they are also targeting the civilians as much. But when it comes to the civilians, not to lose the Western support and the public support for them outside the country. Inside the country, the support is very limited, but not to lose the support in the outside. They don't reveal it. They don't admit that they committed these crimes, but the security officials, the reports, and all these connections, and the legal also, we have legal evidence. But when it comes to this, they don't reveal that they or admit that they committed these activities. Like last one in Taksim Square last week, they didn't admit it, but they had previously in Ankara, in Antep and some other places, they targeted civilians. We know that they also targeting, teachers and journalists, etc. But at the end, they are like seen it as. I also show up in one of the European channels, and it wasn't. I wasn't surprised. Before they gave me the speech, they put some PKK guy to say all he wants, and then to let me. Even in the media coverage, they are very the Western media are very biased against Turkey and very sympathetic to this terrorist groups. This is not supposed to be. Terror is terror, hurting everyone. And today it hurts Turkey. Maybe tomorrow it can hurt Europeans also. This is like a very dangerous tool that they are using. And I know they are getting diplomatic support. They are getting media support. They are allowed to operate in the European countries, and they don't also disguise it. This is very open, and they collect money from the people there by force or by convincing persuasion. And then now we know that they are getting military support, and it is very dangerous, very unfair. But Turkey is strong. Turkey will take care of these threats. But unfortunately, they are also putting pressure on Turkey and putting all kinds of excuses, but this is the maybe last stage that Turkey is running out of patience with the PKK, with the PYD, with its allies. So Turkey is very serious this time to finish it off. But as you know, terror groups find rooms, they run away and then come back. But it is becoming more difficult for them, and that's why they are getting more maybe dangerous also. Yes.
Well, Turkey's fight against the PKK terrorist organization continues both inside and across its borders. Turkish armed forces on Saturday announced it launched a fresh operation in northern Iraq. The operation is carried out in claw-lock areas. It targets PKK hideouts in the Metina, Zap, and Avasin Basyan areas. And of course, not confirmed, but according to local sources, those are the targets that have been hit by the Turkish Air Force. Subay Shahbandar, thank you for that. Let's bring back in Nejdet. Nejdet, I really want to ask you about media coverage because you mentioned